Sometimes, the most complex stories in football can be unlocked with a single elegant key. A single monster stat can cut through the noise of off-season chatter and preseason speculation, revealing the core truth about a player's impact. It can tell a story of breathtaking speed. It can tell a story of unwavering reliability. It can tell a story of game-breaking power. For a wide receiver, that one number often defines their role, their value, and their team's offensive identity. That number can be the difference between a sputtering drive and a game-winning touchdown. It can be the difference between a predictable offense and a dynamic, unstoppable force. It is the quantitative proof of a qualitative impact, a figure that illuminates a player's unique brand of dominance on the gridiron. This deep dive isn't about drowning in analytics or getting lost in a sea of secondary metrics. Instead, it's about isolation. We are isolating the one statistic that best encapsulates what makes a team's top wide receiver who he is. For some, it will be a yardage total that speaks to their ability to consistently command the field. For others, it might be a reception count that highlights their role as a security blanket for their quarterback. And for a select few, it will be a number that simply screams big play. The AFC is a conference defined by high-powered offenses, elite quarterback play. The wide receivers in these divisions are constantly under the spotlight. For the Buffalo Bills, that light shines brightest on Stefon Diggs. His monster stat is a staggering 1,400+ yards in his best season. This number isn't just about volume, it's a declaration of his status as the undisputed alpha in a pass-heavy attack. He consistently wins against the opponent's best cornerback, making him the engine of the Bills' aerial assault. Over in Miami, Tyreek Hill redefines what's possible. He boasts a monster stat of 1,479 receiving yards in a single season. This isn't just elite production, it's historical. He is the fastest game changer in the league, forcing defenses into impossible decisions on every single snap. Rounding out the AFC East, the New York Jets have their own young superstar in Garrett Wilson. He announced his arrival with over 1,100 yards as a rookie. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots value reliability, a trait personified by Jakobi Meyers. His stat of over 70 catches in a season speaks to his role as a dependable target. In the AFC North, the Baltimore Ravens are looking for a consistent threat on the outside, and they have it in Rashad Bateman. His breakout season saw him eclipse 1,100 yards. The Cincinnati Bengals feature a dominant receiving core, but T. Higgins stands out. His monster stat, a 1,000-yard season. The Cleveland Browns invested heavily in a true number one receiver, and Amari Cooper delivered 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons at his peak. Finally, the Pittsburgh Steelers rely on the high-volume production of Deontay Johnson, eclipsing 1,000 receiving yards in a season as the focal point of the passing game. The AFC South and West are home to some of the most electric and physically imposing receivers. For the Houston Texans, Nico Collins has emerged as a true force, highlighted by his 1,100-yard season. The Indianapolis Colts lean on Michael Pittman Jr., whose key stat is 1,000+ yards in multiple seasons, a reliable chain mover whose toughness sustains drives. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars are banking on Calvin Ridley. When healthy, his monster stat is surpassing 1,000 receiving yards in a season. The Tennessee Titans look to DeAndre Hopkins, whose signature stat was consistently posting over 1,100 yards, a top-tier route runner with elite hands. The AFC West is a division of superstars, led by Davante Adams. His monster stat, 1,500+ yards in a single season. Kansas City uses players like Marquez Valdes-Scantling and Rashee Rice. Their collective stat, multiple long touchdown catches, field stretchers whose speed creates space for others. The Los Angeles Chargers rely on Keenan Allen. His stat, over 100 catches in multiple seasons, a reliable, heavily targeted safety valve. The Denver Broncos feature Courtland Sutton, whose monster stat is a 1,100-yard season, a physical number one who wins contested balls. These monsters define their teams, from red zone bullies to route technicians to vertical nukes. And every number signals how the offense wants to win. The historic rivalries of the NFC East and North are often decided by dominant performances. The Dallas Cowboys boast CeeDee Lamb, over 1,900 yards in a two-season span. For the Philadelphia Eagles, A.J. Brown brings physical dominance, his monster stat, 1,500-plus yards in a season, with massive yards after the catch. The Washington Commanders have Terry McLaurin, 1,000-plus yards in multiple seasons, a testament to talent through any circumstance. The New York Giants build around speed and versatility with Wan'Dale Robinson and Paris Campbell. Peak usage over 800 yards from scrimmage. In the NFC North, the Detroit Lions have Amon-Ra St. Brown, 100-plus catches in a season, the engine of their passing attack. The Green Bay Packers bet on Christian Watson's explosive potential, a primary home run threat with 1,000-plus upside. The Chicago Bears build around Darnell Mooney, over 70 catches in a season, a shifty high-volume target. Lastly, the Minnesota Vikings have Justin Jefferson, 1,700-plus yards in a season, a generational talent who changes games weekly. You know, that's the landscape in those divisions right now. Elite alphas, volume magnets, and pure explosion shaping every rivalry. The NFC South and West feature veterans and risers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are anchored by Mike Evans, a record-setting 9 straight 1,000-plus yard seasons. The Atlanta Falcons deploy Drake London, recording over 75 catches in a season. A trusted, high-volume target who wins in traffic. The New Orleans Saints boast Chris Olave, surpassing 1,000 yards in each early season, a polished, deep separator. The Carolina Panthers added DJ Chark, a 1,000-yard season at his peak, an elite speed threat who opens the field. Over in the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers deploy Deebo Samuel, over 1,400 all-purpose yards, a revolutionary hybrid weapon. The Los Angeles Rams unearthed Puka Nacua, over 1,400 yards as a rookie, instantly a premier receiver. The Arizona Cardinals rely on Marquise Hollywood Brown, a 1,000-yard season at his peak, the primary deep threat. Finally, the Seattle Seahawks have DK Metcalf, a 1,300-plus yard season, a size-speed terror down the sideline. From consistency to vertical shock, these monster stats define how each unit threatens and how defenses must bend. Each stat we've explored serves as a powerful synecdoche, where one number stands in for the whole of a player's impact.